Hi, welcome back. You're tuned into Platform TV. I'm Octavia, and this is a lifestyle. Today, we will be interviewing Charles Reeds. So, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for being on our show. We really appreciate it. And you look very nice today, by the way.
And so it's like we kind of coordinate, like we both knew we was buying some flowers today. So,
It's
it's
a
a vibe.
beautiful day. It's a vibe for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So we want to, you're big in Cleveland, you're big in Atlanta, you're big on the East Coast, West Coast. So I had to have you on the show.
For sure.
We just want to run through a couple of questions with you just to get an update on you and also, give them a little history lesson. We're in Greater Cleveland right now at the Contemporary Art Museum. So your artist this is like the perfect kind of vibe for you.
Mhm.
So can you tell the people who you are and what you're about?
My name's Charles Reed. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, actor, philanthropist, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of that, man. So I've been working on a lot of stuff lately, like especially with the music, writing for different artists, producing for different artists, also
Nice.
putting out my own projects. Um, I mean, I got a bunch going on, acting. I got movies
Wow.
coming out this year and next year. So, and doing voiceovers for new anime film coming out soon. I can't really give all the details yet until it's time to start
Okay.
promoting. But on the film I got coming out, the first one I got coming out is called Levels.
Levels.
Yeah,
Okay. Look out
so
for that.
produced by my boy Devon Williams, so it's dope. We shot it
Okay.
in Orlando.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what's like the whole what's the storyline behind that?
Well, y'all gonna have to see it.
Okay, see, I try to sneak that one in there, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So we're here to talk with you about music and where it's headed. Okay.
Right.
So the history with you, can you give us a little history about like your music experience?
Well, I started music in church, like majority of like singers, like we come up in church.
Okay.
But I was in a group when I was a kid called Adrenaline Rush, and we actually like in the city of Cleveland, like we was real big in the city of Cleveland and the surrounding areas. And it was my brother and my cousin in the group with me at that time. And we had a lot going on, man. I mean, the girls used to go crazy. Like it was
I
like
remember.
it was some like B2K type of vibes, you know what
For
I'm saying? Like how
sure.
we was before that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I started out doing that rapping before I actually had the confidence to come out and start singing.
Okay.
And when I started singing, I actually hooked up with the legend of Cleveland, man, Joe Little from the Rude Boys.
Shout out to Joe Little.
Yeah, for sure. So I linked up with him, and he gave me a lot of education on my voice, helping me become a better songwriter in that field of R&B. Also, even though I knew how to write raps and put together hooks and stuff like that, he really like helped me structure everything and become the dude I am today. And we still work closely. That's my brother. So yeah.
Nice. So nowadays, like, how do you envision technology shaping the live music experience in the future, both for the performer and the audiences?
I feel like we've been kind of using that type of technology in ways. I just think it's becoming more accessible to the people.
Okay.
It's a lot of different performers, and it used to cost like millions and millions of dollars to use this stuff, but now it's becoming more affordable and more accessible to us to use it. So, I mean, I'm all for it, but on the live music point of it, I mean, I feel like live music is live music, especially when it comes down to like when you're playing, and it's just something about music being live and just generated in that sense. You get what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it kind of deadens the sound a little bit, but I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, we going in that wave, and I rock with it.
Yeah. It's definitely taking its toll and it's getting more and more popular. So I do agree with that. With advancement in virtual reality and augmented reality, do you see potential for entirely new forms of interactive music experiences and performances?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have us sooner or later. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure sooner or later they will start like having a place where somebody is almost like Iron Man. Where Iron Man when he'd be at home, but he got the bots flying around.
Yeah.
So I believe that sooner or later it will become a point where you got an artist performing at one place,
Okay.
but being able to tour in a bunch of places at once. I really feel like
be crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it. But then you got to guess like who's really performing for you. You know what I'm saying? At that moment, like where's the real person at?
Where's the real person? Literally, it's like Slim Shady, right? Like,
yeah.
Where's Slim Shady?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. That's so true, and that's a lot to think about with technology and how it's playing its role with the human experience for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So as streaming platforms continue to dominate the music industry, how do you see the relationship between artists and their fans evolving in the coming years?
You know what? We trying so many different things. Streaming, they're really like working on like the streaming platforms, paying more to the artists. The artists are now starting to become more involved with their fans. We have Instagram, we have all these different platforms that are giving us like that direct contact with our fans.
Right.
So, they are starting to buy more from the fans and stuff. You got platforms like even.biz and different platforms like that, even like with Nerve DJs and all them, like they building like platforms for other people, for artists and giving them the opportunity too. Right. So, it's all these different platforms that we have is giving us that direct contact to our fans. It's just about which ones are our fans reaching out to us on. Mm-hmm. So, and I think they kind of make that a little bit more clearer for us also in the process. So yeah, I mean, no matter how much it evolves, that human contact or that personal feeling about that artist is always going to be there, no matter how much you try to generate it, no matter how much you try to. That's why you can't fake it.
Right.
You can't fake it. You can't go by the numbers and stuff like that and then just think like they're going to show up to my show.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you got people that have small fan bases, but they'll pack a place faster than the person that got all these followers, and then they can't even pack a place.
Literally, because of obviously their connection with their fans, right?
Right. They want to see them. They want to feel like they have a story together, and they want to reach out and touch them. And nowadays, us artists, we also want to reach out and touch our fans. So
right. It's definitely a mutual thing with the artists and their fans. Like the connection is real, and you can't really do too much off of like you said, bots running around, right?
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, you can't do nothing. Nothing can be fake in reality.
Right.
If you really think about it, I mean, besides when you're doing AI and all those other things, the visual part of it, but yeah.
And speaking of AI, and with the rise of the AI generated music, what are your thoughts on its potential impact on the music industry? And do you see yourself experimenting with the AI generated elements in your own music?
It's something to try.
Okay.
Maybe on some backgrounds or something like that. But
yeah,
it's like I said, it's nothing like the actual feeling that you give in music and sound. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that, the actual live thing, because how I feel that day, I might come out on that stage and give you everything, which I'm gonna come out on stage and give you that anyway, but I might be going through something that day and you're gonna feel that song another way, besides it just being AI and it's structured that way. You get what I'm saying? Or
very robotic, right?
Right. So I don't, or I might go in the studio and write that song, and that song will be just putting it all out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Besides just having like ChatGPT or something like that, write me some lyrics and then singing them. You get what I'm saying?
For sure. There's no feeling in just reading.
Right.
And making anything, honestly, but definitely making poetry, making music, making words come to reality. So yeah, I definitely
and I mean,
that.
Even in music, like during the mixing process, you have a lot of wizards when it comes down to mixing. Like different engineers, they can structure that pitch and make it go here, make it go there, put a little grittiness in the voice, but it's nothing like that natural thing to me. That's my own opinion. So.
Yeah. Do you feel like the laziness of just letting that AI generate everything is going to get that pop? Like, do you think it's going to get so popular where people are just going to not create?
I'm pretty sure some people have tried it or trying it.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that go.
Yeah. Right. So, how do you think the concept of album release will evolve in the digital age? And do you articulate any shifts or anticipate any shifts in how artists approach album creation and distribution?
Um, I think we all figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think we all figuring it out at this moment. Um, like I said, because of the shift of everything and where things are going, like you don't have, like I said, you don't have a direct platform or distribution company. Like, you got them distro kids, you got the tune cores, you got the CD babies and all these different ones, and then you also have those other companies, once again, like a Nerve DJs and stuff
Yeah.
like that, that also have distribution companies that's able to put your music out to these different platforms. So, I believe that, like I said, getting to the fans,
Okay.
it's all about that fan interaction and engagement. And
Yeah.
wherever your fans come to look for you, that's where you need to be at. And how you put it out, and what's mainly more important to you, and making your music a little bit more exclusive, even though you have all these different platforms and Deezer and iTunes and Spotify and all these different companies title that you can put your music out on. But like I said, you got to know which ones are working for you, how to make it a little bit more exclusive, how to figure out how to to give it to your fans the way that you want to. Some you might not want it on some platforms, and the beautiful part is that you can uncheck them.
Yeah.
Uncheck them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure, I totally get that. You're such like a wizard in music, and I want to keep it about music, but I know you're like, you're bigger than just music. But with the growing influence of social media and digital marketing, how do you plan to leverage these platforms to connect with your audience and promote your music in the future? Like, what advice would you give to that young artist and this new world of digital creating?
Like I said, just find out what works for you. Um, you have some companies that do let you post on everything at one time.
At one time, yeah.
That's a good thing when you're promoting and you're marketing that part of it. And then some things you might want to keep on TikTok. You might want to keep on IG only. You might want to show your family only on Facebook.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
might only want to show certain things about you, and your fans will go over there and they will look for that from you. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to pick out which ones is really going without flip flopping on it too hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just stay consistent with it. Stay consistent with it. Stay consistent with the content. I'm getting better at that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and for a moment, it was like I was posting like, twice, maybe a week or something like that. Now I'm becoming better at posting every day.
Every day.
And being better, or at least trying to give some knowledge, from things I learned, because I got a lot of OGs around me too, and I'm an OG to some. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
Exactly. And I have just like got used to scheduling, we don't have to post every day. Like, the whole scheduling thing, I think, is really amazing and free up a lot of our time, and keep our anxiety down as well. So yeah, I'm with you with the whole posting every day and staying consistent. That's key. That is key.
And you got to learn to support. You got to know you got to support other artists that support you.
Yes.
Constantly. And it just ain't about being in the face, pumping stuff out to everybody all the time. Like, here go my music, here go my music. They want to see you. They want to see you trip and fall sometime over a crack. You know what I'm saying? And just laugh with you.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? They want to see when you cut your hand, or when you know what I'm saying? Or that time, when you in the middle of the interview and you burp. You know what I'm saying? They want to see that type of stuff, because it just makes you human. That's the thing that makes people fall in love with you on that level of just being able to be genuine and be yourself, and just letting it all loose, because that's where we at today.
Yeah, I mean, we do get caught up in like the final result of everything, like that final video. But leading up to that, like you said, yeah, we do stumble, we do miss our deadlines, and we do have to reschedule things. So you're right, like, to see each other go through that definitely motivates us to accept our failures and turn our failures into beautiful works of art, because initially life is that.
Right.
So yeah, that's for sure. And a lot of people may not want to admit it or laugh at a person falling, but they take that and they like, oh, if they could fail and still keep going, then I could fail and still keep going.
Right.
So it is like person to person pushing each other in this industry and in just, you know, arts.
No, for sure.
I think art is very important. As we move towards a more interconnected world, do you see opportunities for cross-culture collaborations or infusions of different musical styles becoming more prevalent, like the Beyonce, like her whole crossing over into country music? Do you see yourself crossing over into any new genres in the future?
I mean, I've been doing all kind of genres for years.
Yeah.
I've been doing the pop music, alternative records. Y'all can go look them up.
Look them up.
mean, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I've been doing all that for years.
So this is nothing new for you.
Nah, that's nothing new. But the thing is that at a moment, everybody you got to have your core base. You got to have your core base when it comes down to it. And your fans are going to accept what you give them to us, you know what I'm saying, as you give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they like all type of music also. And so if you can stay in those lanes, if you can stay in those different genres, like, you know, you got records that's, you know, that Chris Brown has that's big over in another country you have never heard. Records Usher has done, or records that you know, it's not the first time really Beyonce going over in the country lane. She's tried it several times on the shows and award shows and stuff. But the thing is that now she has put it where she's just really, even like some of the songs that she's doing, they've already been put out by other artists before too. So all she's doing is showing love to that lane, saying I could sing these type of records too. Yeah. So it's nothing wrong with it. It's a thing that we call music. We never, when music is about, it's really not about a genre, it's a feeling. It's the vibe of it. So that's what music is about. And I think it's wrong that we kind of try to put each other in these different boxes instead of, and then you got so many talented people. Like you get rappers, they claim to be gangster rappers, but they love certain type of music. Right. You see what I'm saying? But they scared to do that type of music when instead of just come out and do it, bro.
Literally.
Just come out and do it. Like, you know, doing techno music and trance music and doing you know, all this electro music, everything, just coming out with it. Do your vibe. Do a gospel song. Talk about it. If you gangster, dog, do it on a gangster beat. If that's how you feel. Talk about it. You know?
No, seriously, because given our fans the opportunity to cross over, it helps them understand that they have multiple dimensions in their own self. And, you know, like you said, it does help us take ourselves out of the box of the norm and explore in all different kind of aspects when we see the people that we look up to, our kids are looking up to, and just opening up that window of imagination is where I'm getting at.
I mean, you gotta if you're in love with music, be in love with music, just not a genre.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And
mix them in all together, right?
Like some people scared to ride down the street and play a Kirk Franklin song just super loud. Some people are scared to do that. And when they do it in their house all the time, ride down the street and put it in with your sounds, bro. Yeah. Like do what makes you happy. You cannot, you know, keep putting you off to feel like I'm cool.
Literally, yeah.
When you know what I'm saying, the coolest part is that you might have somebody dancing on the street when you playing that. You know what I'm saying? You might uplift somebody else's spirit by riding down the street bumping whatever you bumping.
Yeah, it's the connection.
Yeah, so
the connection.
Yeah, be yourself.
Be yourself. I love that. Be yourself. We should make t-shirts like that. Be yourself.
Right.
Telling you, you'll get way farther in life and you'll have less gray hair. Okay.
Yeah, man.
But finally, because I don't want to hold you too long. Finally, in a rapidly changing landscape, what steps are you taking to future-proof your music career and ensure longevity in the music industry?
Oh man, I'm just constantly putting the music out, seeing what connects.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I do the music for me first.
Okay.
I do the music for me
first. Very
personal. Right. And I just really want whatever song that connects with you as a fan. I want you to love that song, even if it's if you only like one song of mine, and you love that song and you play the hell out of it.
Okay.
I'm cool with it. I've done my job.
You've touched one.
Because I've connected with you. I've touched that one. So maybe somebody else feels the same way. And then you don't know if somebody else feel that same way when they come over the house and you playing that song. They like, that's my shit.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's how it go.
Yes. And then, because you got a lot of artists that's out here, man, that's very underrated, or, they unknown, and they actually have messages. They actually have things that they're talking about constantly. And it just ain't, we just always try to put that. I feel like that the industry always put this light on the shoot 'em up, bang bang, or the killing and stuff like that. But you actually got artists out here, man, that's talking that game and giving you that game. So you gotta, figure out what you like. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what it is. I'm going off of what I like. I hear some beats, and sometimes I go to producers and I hear beats, and I'm going through that. I'm like, oh my God, everything is the same. Well, and then you might catch that one, and you like, that's it.
Exactly.
So that's the same thing. That's how I kind of look at it. So with me future-proofing it, I feel like the music that I just put out, that if you come across it 4 or 5 years from now, it's fine. Because even in this digital age, what's happening is that you got artists going gold and platinum from songs they put out in 2012.
So true.
Because it's digital.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So it's no longer that hand-to-hand, off the trunk, Master P. And it's cool if we get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Or ideas of putting your QR codes on your flyers, sell your flyers with the QR codes with your album on it. Do that stuff. I've done stuff like that. So
yes. I've actually put a QR code on a blazer of mine, and I thought that was like so different and futuristic, because we are connecting through these technology devices constantly. So just me saying like, oh, tune into platform TV, to me is not futuristic. So I went ahead and put that QR code on my blazer.
Yeah, somebody gonna say, hey, hold on, what's that?
Literally, you know what I'm saying? And boom, now they can stream my platform TV network. So yeah, that's really good that you're futurizing your music now instead of waiting till the future comes.
Yeah, it's so much stuff that we doing when it comes down to music, like, and like I said, everything is becoming accessible. Like you can put your name on the side of a building on the big jumbotron things through an app. You get what I'm saying? You can do this type of stuff and promote yourself and market yourself in different ways. People still like flyers. They like to put stuff as long as it's not too big, and they gotta feel like they lugging it around.
Yeah.
They like to keep stuff, and they check it out. They might not check it out today, but they might check it out tomorrow. They might say, I ain't scanning this thing, man. Dude, it's cool. Let me scan this up. Oh shit, you dope.
Literally.
So, or you got, like you said, put something on your shirt, put something on your car, put however you doing it, man. Just, people put their big flyers and stuff on gas pumps, and there's so many different ways of marketing it.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of marketing and putting your information out into the world, where can the people find you? Like your IG, your YouTube channel?
All right, just to make it real simple, go to readcamp.com. You know what I'm saying? Just
readcamp.com.
Yep, and you get everything. You be able to touch all my social media sites, everything. But if you just want to go to everything at Charles Reed, y'all check it out.
Oh my God, it's so nice to be here with you. So again, go ahead to Charles Reed.
No, it's readcamp.com.
Readcamp.com.
Yep.
Go there right now, right after this video, and check him out. His music is amazing. His influence in the community is amazing. And
I'll keep it at readcamp.com.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be posting a lot about different events where I'm at. I do a lot of pop-ups. I do. I throw a lot of my own shows too, besides just getting booked for shows. I'm always working with different artists and, putting out new music. Right now I'm doing a thing where I'm putting music out every other Tuesday. I'm putting a new song, so I'm putting the content with it. It's a constant thing because you're going off of that feeling of the songs.
For sure.
But I'm just putting it all out there now because we all here for this season and for a reason. And on the real, I wanna leave y'all with some dope ass music. You know what I'm saying? I ain't leaving this earth till I'm 150. But anyway,
I love it. Readcamp.com. We want to see y'all there. And until next time, again, thank you, Charles, for hanging out with us today on this beautiful day. And of course, this is The Lifestyle.
When you get a hit, when the summer hit, put them diamonds on your wrist. Call out like a gift shop, 4G auto kit. aiming at the top. See, I ain't about to miss. It's in my soul. I'm destined to run the globe.